Alright guys, BLM here in another video. This is going to be another review. This is going to be a review of Life's a Masquerade, episode 25 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Season 1. And I really don't know what to think about this episode. It's a very strange episode. A lot of people like it. Like, usually when you look at lists of, like, top 25 or so Mighty Morphin Power Ranger episodes, it's somewhere in there. But the episode starts out where the Rangers are decorating the youth center because they're going to have a Halloween party. Oh, by the way, this is the Halloween special for the first season, if you did not know. Zach tries to talk to Angela again. I mean, it happens all the fucking time. It doesn't really matter because they just drop her after the freaking first season. And Tommy asks Kimberly to help her paint and shit. And Bulk and Skull are helping out. However, Bulk accidentally gets hit with a whole bunch of paint. Yeah, I guess that's their story for this episode. Then they go to Rita, where she wants to attack the Rangers with a new monster. It's the Frankenstein monster. The 5 main Rangers come out wearing all costumes. I don't remember exactly what they all are. Kimberly was like a princess or something. Billy was like Sherlock Holmes. I don't remember what the other 3 are, but whatever. And then they start talking about how Tommy doesn't have his costume finished yet. He's gonna meet up with them later. This was mainly used to accommodate for the Sentai footage, because in the Sentai, Burai, Tommy's equivalent counterpart, he's only used sort of like a backup. He wasn't really used that often, mainly because Toei, the creators of Super Sentai, this was their first time having a 6th Ranger, and they didn't know how well received it would be, so they decided to introduce him, however use him very sparingly, just to see what the reaction from the fans would be, and obviously they end up loving him, and that's why we have 6 Rangers all the time now. But back then, this was the first time Super Sentai had it. Bulk and Skull are then there trying out costumes. They like try out Elvis costumes and stuff. It's just stupid, but yeah, that happened. Then at the party, freaking Alpha shows up because he won the party with the Rangers and stuff, and he could become like, and he can say that this is a costume. So he was there, and he was being surrounded by like girls and stuff like that. And I were like saying, "Oh my God, he's so cute" and stuff like that. It was so stupid, but and then the Frankenstein monster comes in, and everyone thought it was a costume. So they were saying like, "Holy crap, that's an amazing costume!" But it was really the monster, and then it tries to attack the Rangers. However, it keeps on getting stopped. Like, it ends up even dancing with one girl that was dressed up as like the bride of Frankenstein. It was so stupid. It was like one of the dumbest scenes, in my personal opinion. But like, she just walks up to the guy and says, "Come on, honey, let's dance." There's a scene where Ernie, he's dressed up as a vampire, I believe, and the 2 girls, Kimberly and Trini, they're like getting punched or something, and they say something like, "Oh, hi, Ernie," and then he says like, "How'd you know it was me?" And he was like, from the way it sounded, like he was being like completely serious. It didn't sound like he was like joking around. Like, it sounded like he was actually like seriously pissed off that they knew it was him. It just blows my mind. Like, you look exactly the fucking same, just with white fucking skin. Yeah, the Frankenstein monster ends up getting pissed off because he can't catch the Rangers. And it pretty much chases Bulk and Skull outside of the youth center. And Billy follows him to a cave where Finster is doing something. I forgot what he was doing. It's something with the super putties. So Billy morphs, which, this is something I want to talk about. He didn't say it's morphing time. He said, what was it? It's time for molecular transmutation or something like that. Something really weird. It's kind of strange. But yeah, he ends up morphing and attacks Frankenstein monster, but pretty much loses. I mean, he doesn't do that well. Billy ends up leaving, meets up with the other Rangers at the costume party, and Zordon ends up telling him what Rita's plans are. Tommy is then attacked by a whole bunch of putties and easily wins and stuff. The other 5 go morph and attack the Frankenstein monster once again. They aren't winning again. They kind of suck. But all of a sudden, Rita makes the monster grow. Obviously, the Rangers then call on the Megazord and are still having trouble. Then Tommy appears, morphed and everything, and calls on the Dragon Zord, and both of them are still having quite a bit of trouble. And then Jason then calls on the Dragon Zord battle mode. However, he calls it the Mega Dragon Zord. Yeah, they are eventually able to defeat the Frankenstein monster with Dragon Zord battle mode. And in the end, the Rangers are back at the party, and Tommy shows up in a Frankenstein costume. And Ernie declares the winner of the costume contest to be Alpha. And Bulk gets pissed off and then starts asking Alpha like who he really is. And he said, "Oh, I guess you'll never know," or something. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the episode. It's an okay episode. I mean, it's a filler. Nothing really happens in this episode that's really worth mentioning, I guess the last thing I want to talk about is the Sentai footage. This actually took footage from 2 episodes of Jew Ranger. So this happens a lot. I don't know why. And this also leads to a problem that they had later towards the season where they had to order Jew 2 footage. But I don't know. I think they just wasted so much footage by mixing it into 2. Then again, they also made up for the fact, like, later on by reusing some of the footage. But I mean, it's just so strange to me because it seems like they didn't really have a plan for the show during the first season. I mean, it was only supposed to last 40 episodes. It wasn't supposed to be a big series that it is today. But you would think that they would have had a backup plan just in case that they could have continued it or something, but I guess they really didn't. So yeah, overall, I'll give this episode 6. It's an okay episode. I don't think it's like a brilliant episode or anything. I mean, it's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. It's what you would expect from this series. So it is a memorable episode because of it is the Halloween special, and also the Frankenstein monster is brought up quite a bit. So yeah, 6. But yeah, that's my review of this episode. Thank you for watching.